How's your lips feel?
Tickets, please go to the front. We're going to be calling it pretty soon. But for now, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Texas Contenders Series Championship.
As I was saying, Dan, this is the first time we will see Just Nick and Rache Chanel in action here on Texas Contender Series in one-on-one action.
The bald versus the bougie tonight. Sorry, Rache. I know she's going to be watching this back later.
Bad taste in your mouth, I see. There you see the fashionista herself.
At least buy me dinner.
The Chanel bag in hand. Rache, very well accomplished competitor here. Not only in Texas Contender Series, but all around the state of Texas.
Champion in her own right. Various promotions across the state. So this will not be a cakewalk for the champion, Just Nick.
Oh no, Rache, very well accomplished. Just no stretch of imagination.
And a hard striker. Man, woman, doesn't matter. She could beat the crap out of anybody.
And there you see the champ. Just Nick, always full of energy. Crowd favorite here as you see him taking a seat amongst his fans here in the front row in Premier Arena. Just Nick, we've seen Just Nick be in some battles, Dan, and still fight to come out on top and maintain that Texas Contender Series championship against the likes of El Silencio and Jay Davis most recently. And if Nick can come away with a victory here tonight against Rache, he's got Jay Davis in his future, as Jay Davis was successful in winning the Turbo Rumble at Super Texas Contender Series 3, securing himself a championship match at a later date. And there you see Ashley and Nick having a little bit of fun.
Ashley! The champion, Just Nick, obviously giving Rache Chanel the it right now.
Bougie right there, touching on that gold, could be in her hands at the end of this matchup. Wouldn't it be a thing, Dan, for her to carry that championship around in that Chanel bag?
You know what? That's a heavy belt, too. But it certainly would. Plenty of accoutrement in that bag.
There's the bald part of this matchup between the bald and the bougie.
You know, I was talking to Rache earlier. I told her she's going to have to adjust her strategy. Normally, she goes into matches with people with hair. And she employs that comb treatment that we've seen so many times, so.
I don't know if you knew this, Dan, but bald is beautiful.
Trent, you are so 2008. You are 2000 late. No one says that anymore.
Wrist lock applied by Chanel as Nick trying to make his way to the ropes.
Maybe she has a toupee in there. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something. Oh, Nick going after the legs. You see Nick having a little bit of fun at the expense of Chanel.
I think both of them need to readjust their offense because that obviously had no effect on Rache Chanel.
Now waistlock is Chanel as Nick is able to take her down. Oh, going right after the head, front face lock from Nick. And Chanel's able to take down the champion. Cover, but no count there. Side headlock applied by Nick. Chanel able to roll out of it. Both competitors doing a fairly good job of taking each other down. There's some athleticism by Nick. Speed we see all the time. Body slam from Nick. Looks like he's going for those headbutts. Oh, right there.
Those will be effective.
Those hard headbutts by Nick that we see time and time again. And that's two. Nick usually likes to have things come in threes. Off the ropes he goes. Oh, Chanel up. Drop toe hold by Nick. Taking her down. And hits that third headbutt after all. And Chanel is rocked right now.
I will say one thing, neither of these two have ever had matches against the types of opponents that they're, what?
Oh, the referee.
Masterful work by Rache Chanel.
Being distracted by Chanel. And throws the official into Nick. Kicking Nick to the outside down on the ground, and now she's got that bag in hand. Now Chanel going to the outside as well. Oh, clubbing back to Nick. Oh, you could hear those shots. Now going to the bag of Chanel. What's she doing?
Rache, you can't! No! Muscle memory.
There's nothing there. Phantom hair. She gives the comb to the referee. Oh, wow.
Oh, there was something there, Trent.
Foot to the face. That wasn't a phantom kick, and there's a cover.
The lack of hair on Just Nick has Rache Chanel flummoxed.
Oh.
But he certainly has a throat to thrust.
Definitely. Coughing, taking that. Oh, up and over right there.
Huge sunset flip. Oh! That big knee to the face, almost taking out Just Nick. And now we have an angry Rache Chanel.
Yeah, I guess Nick not having any hair kind of threw Chanel off of her routine. Used to embarrassing her opponents. Going into her bag of tricks, so to say. Well, she's meaning the head to the turnbuckle of Nick, but we know that that head is kind of hard-headed, but not hard enough to withstand that shot to the back of it from Chanel as she slides out for a head of steam. Nobody home on that splash, though, as Nick moves out the way, picks her up, and flapjacks her down. And there's a cover by the champ. Only a 2 count. Nick slow to get up to his feet. Oh, Chanel going for a clothesline, missed on that. Oh, is able to get out of that. Clothesline, oh, whoa, what athleticism, and met with a DDT right there from Chanel. Rache Chanel showing some quick work right there, moving out of the way to get that DDT off. And now holding the champion down, and she's got both of his arms tied around his neck. Oh, and the foot in the back. Put pain and torque on Nick's back, trying to find his way out of it. He's able to at least sit up for the moment, but Rache still has those arms around.
Rache needs to put the squeeze on right now.
Oh, Nick able to throw her down.
Gotta stop that momentum. Smart move by the challenger.
Now she's got the sleeper hold applied right here, and she's attached on the back of Nick. Nick's not going anywhere with the sleeper hold applied, and now he's down to one knee. The champion could be going out right here as you see him trying to fight it off.
Cut, oh, rubbing the head as she tries to cut off that blood supply to that very effective dome of the champion.
Picked her up piggyback style and bumped her into the corner. As Nick, distracting, able to get her looking up while he stomps her on a foot. Picked her up with a side slam, sending the fashionista down. Nick feeling some momentum right now. The back elbow to Rache. Shoulder block from Nick.
And this is where the champion gets that legendary second win of his.
There's that jumping headbutt right there. Going for a cover is Nick. Only a 2 count. Champ not able to retain right there. Nick trying to position her up, looking for another headbutt as he slaps that dome of his. Nick could be going for a flying headbutt off the ropes. Oh, and connects with it right there.
That could be it.
On Miss Bougie. And here's a cover there. Oh, but Rache able to reach over with those long legs and get a foot on the bottom rope.
Fantastic ring awareness by Rache here. Do not count her out. She is still in this.
Nick positioning her back into the center of the ring. Nick taking a moment, catch a breather here. Off the ropes, going for that lion saw, but nobody home. And this might be the window of opportunity Rochelle needs. There's Oklahoma roll. Only a 2 count. Oh, bridge. Only a 2 count. Rache doing all she can to get some pinning attempts to try and seize that opportunity.
She almost had full leverage on that pin.
Wind up in, oh my goodness.
Batter up.
Holy cow. What a wind up in a pitch. I've never seen a forearm like that. Man or woman blasting Nick to the side of the head, and there you see him favoring it, probably checking to see if his nose is still attached.
Just Nick kicking out on instinct alone. Uh-oh. I know what happens here.
Oh my.
Blasting the face off of the champion.
And now seeing that moment, rolling it back in. There's the cover. We could have a new champ now. Only a 2 count. This crowd trying to get back in the momentum of just Nick in his corner. Rache in full control right now. She sees that the moment is nigh to become a new champion here and add it to her bag. She has Nick hooked. Nick blocks it. Oh, and he's rolling up. Only a 2 count there. Smart by Nick. Nobody home on that clothesline's got the rear waist lock. Rache off the ropes. Catching herself right there. Nick going in for a clothesline, but is sidestepped. Shoulder to the midsection, taking down the challenger. Nick's on the outside, he's in position for that buckshot lariat. Turning Rache inside out. Rolling her up, here's a cover. And Nick retaining that championship.
And still the Texas Contender Series champion, Just Nick.
That buckshot lariat remains one of the, not if the most effective move here at the Texas Contender Series.
And I'll say this, Dan, Just Nick just narrowly came away with a victory in retaining that championship. Had to go to that buckshot lariat as a last resort, as Rache Chanel brought the fight to Nick here tonight.
Most certainly don't take anything away from La Bujicana, because she certainly brought the fight to the champion tonight. And I have no doubt we'll be seeing more of her. But as for the champion, Just Nick, who appears to be extending his arm and inviting Rache Chanel back into the ring.
A show of respect shown right there by champion and challenger. Nick and Rache. Admirable fight here. Lots of fight. Very impressive showing here by Rache Chanel against Just Nick. But Just Nick able to come away with the victory and retain that championship right there over his shoulder as he's getting ready to make his way back out to the ring. Or to the back, I should say.